Now, let's talk about something that I did agree with the news outlet, right? It was the business plan advisors. Now, I'm sure for Dave Sharp, it's pretty hard to like control what they have to say on a Zoom call, you get me? Because one of the ladies said, yeah, you have to sell your car to do this. That's what the business plan advisors said to her. And I believe that, you get me? I believe there are some people out there that they're just trying to make the sale one way or another. So I do believe that that was said. Now, from my experience, I have sent so many people to legendary marketer, right? But doesn't mean that everybody got converted. Now, I don't know if that's the advisor's fault or you get me, like, because I've gotten a lot of feedback from my own leads saying that, sometimes they didn't show up to the call. Sometimes they had to talk to customer support to get a different person on the call. And then all these people from all different parts of the world, big accents, really hard to understand, maybe bad connection, so a lot of those variables I do agree with that they're just trying to sell you, a higher tier product or program.
Yeah, it's great that you brought that up because while I was out there, with my buddies and stuff, they're mostly in commercial construction. So it was me, four guys in commercial construction. So I'm the only digital marketer out at the ranch there. And when you sent me the link, Andre, my really good buddy was out there with me, and I was like, "Holy shit, stuff's going down in the industry." And then he asked about it. He goes, "So what's going on?" And as I'm breaking down how the top affiliates make their money and how the program is structured and sold. And then I did get into the business plan advisors and I said, I guarantee, and this is not a guarantee from this podcast perspective. I'm not here on the podcast saying I know 100% this is what happened. But when I'm talking to him, my buddy in the middle of nowhere, just shooting the shit with a friend, I guarantee the issue was the business plan advisor because we know things. I mean, they probably have 40 to 60 business plan advisors. And as they scaled up their business, they had to bring new ones on. And I actually have a gentleman in my coaching program who used to be a business plan advisor. So I get some insight into that world. But the bottom line is any company, when you have to hire new people, you never know which employee is going to misrepresent you, right? And it doesn't matter if it's sales, it can be anything. It can be the restaurant industry. Andre, have you ever hired a server who's like, oh, they're hurting business? Maybe they piss off customers that lead to a bad Yelp review, which overall, drops down your ranking. And it's just part of business, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's not exclusive to the BPAs. But I think you're right. I'm sure that things are said when no one's looking to try to push the sale. Now, I'm not saying taking out a credit card to invest in education is a bad thing. Just like we take student loans to go to college before we realize what we're really getting ourselves into. But yeah, I would say that's fair. That's worth agreeing to. You never know how strong-armed their sales tactics were. Is that ethical or not? I don't know. I'm not really in sales, so I don't know. But yeah, I could probably agree with that as well.
Yeah, I mean, you can agree and disagree on a bunch of things, we disagree in a lot of things that they were saying in the news, but also, we know that some of the stuff might be misleading, right? Those type of contents.